Yo, yo, yo. Maybe some technical difficulties. Difficulties. I don't know. Let me cut on the lights. Let's go. Yep, there are technical difficulties. I knew it. My OBS. Okay, there it is. Because I was unaware when I went live, the OBS on my other computer was not on. I was not aware of that. I was like, what the heck? Let me see. All right, we should be getting something. Should be getting something. As we are in the midst of darkness right now. Well, bear with me, chat. The other OBS is going super slow. But hopefully everybody having a pretty good Sunday. I'll be honest, I slept throughout most of it. I had to work overtime today. I had to fill in for half a shift. But again, it's overtime, so you can't really complain. Let's see. I don't know what's up. I gotta fix that later. All right, let's switch it up. Let's bounce over here now. Y'all should be able to see me. I am. It's not the PG tuber. It's actually me. Let's get on with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's the boy Tru Inferno. Today's day is now Sunday, March the 30th. Oh, the other one's working. Although the camera's off. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me show you guys the other one real quick. Okay, there it is. I'm about to say, the camera is like, well, we're not that far down. Heck no, not that far down. Right there's cool. All right, so there we go. We got that. So, welcome to this month's edition of the Tru Inferno Show. This is officially the March edition of the Tru Inferno Show. I know I've done 2 of these shows this month, but I couldn't do one last month because a lot was going on. I was out of town, obviously, for Go Tour on the last Sunday of the month of February. So I did that one like on the first Sunday of the month of March. And then we got the official episode of the Tru Inferno Show happening right now. So there you go with that. So let's not waste any time. Let's get on with it real quick because we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to talk about here. So we're going to go ahead and switch on over to this scene right here. And I also need to get this situated as well, so you guys can see the gameplay, see what's popping, see how things are looking in the game and stuff like that. But we are about to bounce over here, and y'all know what the number one topic is. You see it right there. Y'all know what we're gonna start off with. As my phone making noises, y'all know what we're about to start off with. We are about to start things off with Scopely buying Pokemon Go, or to be more specific, they bought the entire Niantic gaming department. And despite that, there's some people who believe that, Scopely will be the one that would make all the changes. But the truth is, I wish I still have my notes, my bulletin notes, but I don't. But the truth is, to summarize it, no, that would not be the case. Scopely will have zero involvement as I'm collecting my showcases. I managed to have got in 2, but I didn't get a chance to do the 3rd one today. I didn't go out and play Pogo today, to be honest, because I worked and then I slept. And I slept for a really long time. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So yeah, that's what happened. And I only woke up to eat and then set up for the Tru Inferno Show. And I got to record one video and work on it. And I got to work on a second video. So y'all may have an idea of what's popping tomorrow. But anywho, back on topic, as this Eevee need to get caught. No, won't berry. Back on topic though. So, like I was saying, despite the fact that Scopely, it buys Pokemon Go, and the deal, even though it's not finalized yet, there's still a lot of things that are in motion before the deal could be finalized. That won't happen, or that won't be completed rather until, well, we don't have a time frame, but it's gonna take a few months before the deal is fully finalized. But despite all that, despite Scopely owning the entire Niantic gaming department. What do you mean? Yo, Squid, what's up? To live stream. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Oh, you mean on my phone? Whatever, so be it. Whatever. But anywho, but yeah, Squid, welcome to the live stream. But despite Scopely buying the entire Niantic gaming department, they would have little to no involvement regarding what goes on with the game. They would have little to no involvement with what goes on with Pokemon Go. So I'm assuming that's going to be the same with Monster Hunter Now and Pikmin Bloom. So, which makes sense because of what I was told last year about John Hanke. So if you missed the video, I believe I mentioned this in one of my videos about the whole Scopely fiasco. But in case you missed the video, I literally said that's an insider. I'm not going to name any names, but an insider told me personally that even John Hanke himself, the CEO of Niantic, sometimes he have no clue what's going on with Pokemon Go. And I was like, dang, he's that busy? That's what I thought at first. I thought, oh, he was just that busy. So, but even with that, nobody communicated with him about what goes on with his own game. Like that's kind of crazy. But after listening to the Pokemon Go team, as we're going to call them, it makes sense because it wasn't a case of John Hanke might not be informed with what's going on with the game, but it's more along the lines of John Hanke not having any decision making when it comes to Pokemon Go. So I can see that being the case with Scopely as well. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? Now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. Okay, I see that now. So there's that. And also, despite, and that's it, I got a statement to read, but in case y'all missed it, I got a statement to read. A number of content creators, myself included, have blasted this statement all throughout social media. But in case you missed the statement, I can actually grab it right now, in case y'all missed the statement. In terms of ads. So one situation, and you know what's funny? Let me tell you guys what happened. So notice the topic down there, like the final topic above closing. But I'm gonna tell new members. One of those members, by the name, y'all may know him, one of those members by the name of Glaxon, hope I pronounced the name correctly, but one of those members put out a video and is doing really, really well, so kudos to him. However, he put out a video about changes that he wants Scopely to make when it comes to Pokemon Go. Now, like I said, Scopely will have little to no involvement with the decision making when it comes to Pokemon Go. So there's that. But we actually had like a little debate about that whole situation. And he came at me with a tweet. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's on Twitter. But he came at me with a tweet from, I forgot who this group is. I'm not even going to mention them because of what they do, which is something I'm not exactly a big fan of, I'll be perfectly honest. But they did something involving the game. And I was like, And they posted, some coding that they discovered in the game. And one of those coding was, I found it. Let me read the tweet that they posted, by the way. Scopely is already in control, ? Which is, again, not true, but let's move on. Support has been added for displaying ads from various sources in the app, such as Google, AdMob, Iron Source, Applovin, Max, Fiber, Apple Admos, Popon, Trad Plus, Yandex, Chart Boost, Unity, Tampon, PTE, custom and direct monetization. So I share that with the Pokemon Go team, and I crapped out because of me sharing that with them. They came out with that statement that myself and a number of other Pokemon Go content creators came out with, and I can read it right now. Here's what the Pokemon Go team says, even though it says it's under Niantic, but it's the Pokemon Go team. Here's what they said. We will not be bringing intrusive ads to Pokemon Go, not now, not ever. We recently upgraded a third-party library in Pokemon Go, which introduced code that added a written list of comment ad networks, but not the ad framework themselves. This is standard industry practice, but in no way reflects any plans of change how the Pokemon Go team approaches advertising. So, and then of course they wanted to say this was on Niantic, but again, more likely that was something from the Pokemon Go team. So I want to bring this up. We had meetings, me and a number of content creators had meetings with the Pokemon Go team. We had 2 meetings with them actually. And within both meetings, they said that, there would not be any crazy ads popping up in the game. Remember, Training Tips talked with Michael, who is like one of the leads for the Pokemon Go team. He said in that video that there would not be ads plastered all over the place in the game. So, in case y'all wondering about ads and stuff like that, y'all have nothing to worry about in that regards. The only thing that you should be worried about is what is going on with the game right now. Never mind with just all the events that are going on and are overlapping with each other, but with the tickets, the paid tickets that comes with these events, whether they cost $2 per ticket, $5 per ticket. There's some that maybe are costing $8, but it all adds up. So now we at a point, ladies and gentlemen, where we got to think, wait a second, is it really worth getting all these tickets? And in some cases, the answer could be yes. In other cases, the answer could be no. Now, the one thing that we also got to think about is gifting tickets. I was gifted the Fuzzy Buddy Research ticket, thanks to Orchard. So shout out to Orchard for that. Appreciate you for that. And I barely took part in that event, by the way. I barely took part in that event. Y'all gonna see that video tomorrow. But we need to think about, is it worth getting all these tickets? Should we slow down when it comes to getting these tickets? I'm already thinking about slowing down. So, because, I got other things to deal with when it comes to finances and stuff like that. So, there you go with that. So, I guess this would be the final opportunity for you guys in the chat. If you have any questions regarding Scopely purchasing Pokemon Go, let me know in the chat. I can address those questions. And if I don't have the answers to the questions, I can share them with the Pokemon Go team. And then obviously it would probably take like another day or so, but I should have those answers and respond to you directly with the answer to your questions. So if anybody have any questions or even comments you want to make about Scopely purchasing Pokemon Go, feel free to do so right now. Another thing, while I wait for you guys to respond, another thing I want to point out is this. When it comes to the Pokemon Go port, yes, the Pokemon Company is involved. They obviously were involved with the deal being done. They will remain to be involved with the game as usual, because again, they own Pokemon. So you can't do anything involving Pokemon without some type of involvement with the Pokemon Company. Like, it can't be done. It is not possible. If you know anything about collaborations in business, in the history of that, whoever owns that property, they're going to be involved. And if you do something with their property and they're not involved with it, that's how lawsuits comes up. That's how you get sued. So, and keep in mind, the Pokemon Company, aka Pokemon, are under Nintendo, who is, without question, the most pettiest video game company in the world. As I gotta redo this A-Power Mirror thing. They are extremely, extremely petty when it comes to their property. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. In some cases, it's justified. In other cases, it's like, bro, are y'all serious? They are that petty. They are that petty. All right, Chris said no, he wasn't worried about Scopely, so he wasn't worried about ads or anything negative, just curious on how it's going to go. So what I'm going to say in response to that is this. I think it's going to remain the same. I think it's going to remain the same. Like, I don't think anything's going to change on that regard. I will be honest though, what I'm hoping for is that we get more in-person events and we get some impromptu events back, like the Ultra Beast event that took place in Hollywood and in I think it was in London. I forgot where the other one was. It was somewhere in Europe. So and this happened in 2002. So I don't remember where the other one was in London. I mean, in Europe. I want to say it was in London, but I remember there was one in Hollywood. I was invited to go to that, and naturally I went out to Hollywood and took part in that event, and that was fun. So I miss events like that. I understand we got Go Fest, we got Go Tour, we got City Safari. We barely get Safari Zones. We had one last year, but we barely get Safari Zones. And last year we got the Wild Area event. So that was the first of its kind. So hopefully that will be a yearly thing. But I want some more in-person events. I want some more impromptu events. And hopefully, let's just say Scopely would provide more resources in regards to me going to these events. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, there you go. There you go. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I don't think there's like anything noteworthy that I can think about the top of my head that I can share with you guys regarding Scopely purchasing Pokemon Go. And it's not because it's secret or anything like that. It's really because I share with you the gist of it. Let's see. More in-person events would be nice, but a Northeast Coast Safari Zone would be nice. So I mean, we had one a while back. We had Philly. That was in 2002, right? I think it was 2002. Yeah, we had Philly. We had Philly in 2002. And obviously, where you said Safari Zone, but I don't mind. I mean, yeah, bring the Safari Zones back, but I don't mind like if you like we're really referring to city safaris. I don't mind that being an international thing because the international countries, they those countries need love too. So I'm down to let them have. Was it 2020? No, it was supposed to be 2020, but it got canceled. It got canceled because of COVID. So it was either 2021 or 2022. I got obviously I can look at the ball and see when I post that joint. But it was supposed to be in 2020. That one, St. Louis, and then there was a third one. I forgot what the third one was. But all three got canceled. And the in-person version was pushed back to either 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2022. Let me see. So I'm gonna type in Tru Inferno Pogo. And then let me find the vibe real quick. Obviously, the easy way to do this is to like look up Pokemon Go in-person events. That would probably be the better way to go, to be honest. But I know because that was the year of COVID. That was the year of COVID. So like there was no in-person events that year. Outside of Go Tour. Outside of Go Tour. Because Go Tour happened before COVID. Yeah, let me 2022. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so but yeah, outside of that, yeah. I can't think of anything. Yeah, 3 years ago, yeah. But yeah. So obviously we got Go Fest. Go Fest is going to happen in a northern state. It's not going to the south. Like, common sense, man, because it'll be too hot for that. But it'll be in the northern state. Now, northeast, obviously we got that with Go Fest this year. Next year, though, I don't know. That would be an interesting discussion in terms of where it would be next year. But this year, we got Jersey, so it is what it is. Speaking of Go Fest, that's going to be a good segue for our next topic, and that would be Go Fest tickets. Go Fest tickets went on sale this month. So the question is, who got their Go Fest tickets? Who's going to Go Fest? Square, I'm assuming you're going, since it's like New York, New Jersey, y'all right there. So, not to mention, like, it's really close to New York as opposed to further away from New York, but still in Jersey, something like that. So I'm assuming you're going. But everybody else in the chat, if y'all want to chime in, since I know we got some lurkers, but y'all want to chime in on whether or not you're going to New York, Go Fest, feel free to say. Some interesting stuff is in the works. I can't say what it is at this moment in time. Some interesting stuff is in the works in terms of like being at the Jersey version anyway. I don't know about the other two in-person Go Fest events, but the Jersey one, something interesting is in the works. You didn't get your ticket, but once they go up again, you're getting it. Oh wow, you didn't get your ticket? So you missed out on the early bird? I think the early bird is done. I want to say, I'm not 100% sure. We can double check real quick. Let's go to Pokemon Go Live. Let's switch it up and bounce over here real quick. Where's the thing at? Right here. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. I think we want events. What the heck? That's interesting. Okay, let's try news in. Or here's a better idea. Here's a better idea. We could let's switch back over here real quick. Let's switch back over here. Where are you? Right here. Go here. Go to events. You were trying to figure out which day to get, and when you decide they sold out. Oh wow. What day do you pick? Oh yep, they sold out. Yep, they are all sold out. The early birds joints are sold out. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I figured. But let's bounce back over here real quick. Let's bounce back over here to see when the okay, let me see. Here we go. So, okay. So general admission tickets will be available sometimes next month. You can decide afternoon. Okay, cool. So sometime next month for all 3 events, they're gonna release the regular tickets for the, general public, and then they're gonna be at regular price. I think they were like $5 off for the early bird special. So obviously, if you missed out getting an early bird ticket, don't worry. You can still go to GoFest. Regular tickets will be on sale sometime next month. So there you go with that. So obviously, let's switch back over here real quick. I would be at GoFest. I would be now I'm not going to say that I would be at the park all 3 days, because I don't know what my schedule will be at the moment. I know at least one of those days I would be at the park. And at least one of those days, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, again, this will be talking New Jersey. One of those 3 days, I would be at the park. I don't know what day. It would probably be Friday just to get it out the way. And then, I don't know. But it's a situation where I need to see what my schedule is. And if I'm a noticeable trainer at GoFest for the 3rd year in a row, then I would be at the park all 3 days. Otherwise, if I'm not a noticeable trainer, then, or, not taking part in any other activities, whatever the case may be, then I will try to go to the park either on Friday or Saturday. I don't know, but it won't be on Sunday. It would not be on Sunday. Sunday, I would probably stay in Jersey, or because as of right now, I'm staying in Jersey. I got a spot in Jersey, but I may switch on over to New York. I don't know. It depends what happens. So a lot of stuff is up in the air regarding GoFest New Jersey, but the fact of the matter is this: I will be there. So you guys don't have anything to worry about on that front. I will be at GoFest in New Jersey. And I will be honest though, the Osaka one is kind of tempting, but I can't pull that trigger. I don't have the funds for that, because nor do I have the time off for that, because that's a 2-week trip. Like, I'm not just going to Japan just to go to GoFest. That's a 2-week trip. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of other stuff, and I'm gonna spend like at least 2 weeks there. So no Japan GoFest for me, no GoFest in Paris for me as well. So I'm gonna miss out that. Obviously, I'm gonna do global. I mean, come on now. So there's that. And yeah, I just want to point out that Skidoo would be at GoFest. Skidoo would be at Global GoFest, actually, to be honest. I'm not sure about the in-person GoFest events. No, it would be in Jersey City. Based on the graphic, it would be at the very least at Jersey City. So that's interesting that they put in Skidoo at GoFest. Even though I got a bunch of them on me, so I could easily trade. I have done some trades. I did like, yo, you want a Skidoo? I'm trying to get rid of these things. I got a bunch of these. But now I can be like, okay, transfer. Let me get that Skidoo handy. So there you go with that. Okay, we can move on to the next topic now. Legends ZA. You don't know what we lucky trade at GoFest? Yeah, I don't know either. I need to see who I'm lucky friends with. I'm lucky friends with a lot of people so far as the thing went off. I am lucky friends with a lot of people. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very interesting though. But I am lucky friends with a lot of people. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. Oops. I messed up. I jumped the gun there. But I still need a Hundo Mewtwo, a Hundo Rayquaza, and a Hundo Charizard, or a Shundo Charizard, not Hundo. I meant to say Shundos. Shundo's Mewtwo, Shundo Rayquaza, and Shundo Charizards. Those three are like the main things that I really want, but there are some regionals that I also want as well, preferably shiny regionals. But yeah, there you go with that. All right, let's move on to Legends ZA. So this past, was it Wednesday? I think it was this past Wednesday. They dropped a new trailer. There was actually a Nintendo Direct. This was actually the last Nintendo Switch Direct. That's what people believe. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's what people are believing, that this Nintendo Direct was the last one to, at the very least, heavily feature the Switch. And amongst that, they dropped some good stuff. But obviously the main thing was the Pokemon Legends ZA trailer. So we got a new trailer. And then we can check that out real quick. Let's go right here. So let's just bounce over here. So there's the trailer right there. I'm gonna put that in theater mode. So we can slow down and see what Pokemon will be in the game. Last Direct for the Switch 1. I mean, that's what people think. I'm not gonna disagree with it, but I'm not gonna fully jump aboard with that. So we got Mega Salamence right here going up against Altaria. There's Go-Go, which is funny. Pinsir, Umbreon. Oh, there are multiple Pinsers. And then there's that thing. And then we got Mega Galade going up against a Haunter. So that means that Ghastly and Gengar would be in this game. We got that thing. I forgot what it's called. We got that thing. Now, I didn't see. Who did he attack? I think that's a Talonflame. It looked like a Talonflame. Let me see. Yep, that is. So that family gonna be in there. We got Howdoom, which is Howdoom would be in the game. I think that's that thing we saw. Mega Gengar, obviously. Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Gyarados. Alright, cool. Yeah, no run, thank you. Okay. We got Pidgeys. We got some weird double jump mechanic. There's the starters for the game. Which is interesting because two of them are from the same generation. And then of course Tepeg isn't. I'm like, what the heck? Got the map, Lumino City. Oh, we got those, the Panseers, the Pans things. Okay, those two would be in there. Yep, there's the Talonflame family. Oh, okay, we got those things. And then we got this, okay. And then that character in the back is talking to a hologram. Let me see. Anything else around? I don't see anything else around. There's a Skidoo. Yeah, there's a hologram. Hey, there's Eevee, Airboy, obviously. Vaporeon. Houndour. Okay, we got that thing right there. Espeon. Anything else? Okay, see, there's the Panport, one of the Pan joints. The blue one. Alright. Magikarps and that thing. Okay. Okay, Ekans. Alright, we got that thing right there, Badoo. But yeah, this to me, we got the Krokorok, and we got Flappy. We got that right there. Anything in the back? I don't see anything in the back. Okay. We got Spinarak. Okay, we got those. Okay. You can get on the rooftop of buildings and be like Batman. All right. Okay, we got that. Let's see anything in the back. There's a Pidgey. I don't see anything else besides people. Felix. Okay, Hawlucha. Got that. Okay, Curlier. Lobo, I saw Starmie. Okay, I saw the sword thing. And then there's Heracross. And then there's the fire one. Yep, the red one. All right, let me see. There's the green one. What is that right there? Back up. Hold up, back up some more. Wait a minute. That right there. Oh, that's a Litleo. Okay, that's Litleo. I'm like, what is that? But that Litleo. And actually, back up again. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna check out the map on the top left. And actually, let's look down here. So let's see. Totodile. I see Marie. What is that next to? Oh yeah, the sword thing. And then there's Bellsprout. Okay. There's nothing interesting about the map at the moment. We got that. Yep. There's the green one. Oh, your Totodile was in a bad predicament there. There's Lucario. Let's see who we got here. Actually, let's back up real quick. Let's take a look at the party real quick. Okay, yeah, that's the same party we saw already. All right, and then we got, okay. Carnivore, nice. Why is Floor gets backwards turn? What the heck? All right, let me see what we got here. Gengar, Ampharos. Oh, Miranda gonna go crazy for this game. I know she already excited for it. Cause she did a reaction to it on TikTok, and she was going crazy about it. All right, we got Diggersby, Binnacle. Oh, he dig and avoided the bubble beam. That was sick. See, like stuff like that. It's stuff like that. Look at this again. Look, let's back up some more. Look at this again. He used dig and avoided the bubble beam. Otherwise, it would have been super effective against it. But he used dig and avoided it. It's stuff like that is why this would be the greatest Pokemon game of all time. It's stuff like that. That is sick as heck. I love that. This is the most realistic Pokemon game of all time. The only thing that close, and it's another Legends game, which is funny. So the only thing close to that was Pokemon Legends. Arceus. All right, yeah, we saw the party already. Let me see. We got Alakazam, Carnivore. Let me see that party again before the Mega Evolution took place. Okay, I saw Pangoro, Gyarados, and then I forgot what the thing called. Ariados, I think that's what that is. And then of course that that one psychic dark thing. So yeah, you can see them right there. All of them getting XP. All right. I'm going for rank A. I'm gonna be going for rank A. Oh, she's cute. All right, let me see. All right, so we got that. That's not Corphish. I forgot what that is. All right, yep. Hawlucha. Yep. Then we got that. Lucario against who is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. I can't make out what that is. We still don't have a definitive release date, unfortunately. No definitive release date. Okay. Let's switch back over here. So yeah, I can't wait for that game to drop. That game is going to be slapping so hard. That game is going to be really, really, really dope, if I do say so myself. All right. So let's move on to the next topic here, and that would be Worlds. So for those of you who haven't heard the news, for the second year in a row, I would be a noticeable trainer at Pokemon Worlds. So yes, I would be at Worlds. So shout out to the Pokemon Company. # free access was granted to me to attend Worlds for all 3 days for the second straight year in a row. That's some pretty exciting stuff. And we were talking about it in one of those live streams, and one of those Twitch live streams last week. Oh, there's a Flareon here. In terms of who else will be going as a content creator, as a noble trainer rather, that have free access, and then who's going to be partners. So that's going to be, yeah. So yeah, it's going to be some exciting stuff. There's a lot of people going to the Worlds for the first time. I can't wait for that. I want to say, Squid, you still going, right? I'm like, so what's the deal? Cause did you get a ticket? Did you get a notification saying you can get a spectator badge? That's what I want to say. Because like all this past week, they were announcing people or notifying people that they were giving spectator badges. So I don't know. I don't recall if you say you got your script, but I know a friend of mine got one. Another friend of mine, as far as I know, currently didn't get one. And then Coco told me that at the moment she didn't get one. So might have to work with them into getting some type of ticket. So there's that. Yeah, you're going, but you didn't get an email saying you can't get a spectator badge, so you don't know. Let me see. So Squid, if you don't get the email, oh, she has one? Oh, cool. If you don't get the email saying, like, first of all, I want to say they still going on, because when I applied for a spectator badge in 2023, they sent me an email saying I was declined. That they declined me from getting a spectator badge. I think. I don't remember if I tried to get a spectator badge or if I just straight up tried to go into the Pokemon store and I was declined. But I want to say, if you don't get one, they should send out an email saying that, yeah, you were not qualified to get a spectator badge and stuff like that. If you get that email, or it's been like a few days and you don't get an email saying, hey, you didn't get a spectator badge, what I would recommend you do is hit up, I think it was King Leo, who basically told you that you was going. Hit up King Leo, see if he got one. If he don't have one as well, DM me. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't get into the specifics, but if you and King Leo don't have one, then DM me. I know Rays are getting a ticket, so there's that. But yeah, World's gonna be exciting. So what I was told, that the venue, the Anaheim Convention Center, is a bigger convention center than last year's, which was in Hawaii. I think it was called the Hawaii Convention Center, which is funny with these names, but or the Honolulu Convention Center, whatever it's called. So this year's venue is going to be bigger than last year's, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really, really excited about that. So by the end of the week, okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to put that plan into motion in mid-June, I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I mean there's still time, but yeah, that's all I can say. Just yeah. All right, so, but yeah, World's gonna be exciting. World's gonna be really, really exciting, and it's during my birthday weekend, pretty much. Even though my birthday rather is the day after, literally the very next day. Once Worlds is over, that's my birthday, and we're trying to go to Disney World, or Land rather, trying to go to Disneyland for my birthday. So that's gonna be fun, really, really fun. Can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. All right, so now that we got that topic out the way, let's move on to another topic, and that would be March's best events. So for this one, we need to just transfer over here and give ourselves a reminder regarding everything that happened within Pokemon Go for the month of March. So we got the Powerful Potential event, Free Coco Community Day event, we got the Festival of Colors, Dynamax Roku Max Battle Weekend, that took place on the 15th and the 16th, and also on the 16th, it was the Catch Mastery Arching event, and then we got the Deep Depths event, and in the middle of that, it was the Total Down Community Day Classic, and then the very next day, rather, it was the Mega Absol Raid Day event, and just ended for me like an hour ago, it was the Bug Out event. But yesterday, it was the Fuzzy Buddy Reese's Day event, and again, I got a video on that coming out tomorrow. I haven't started working on that yet, but there will be a video coming out for that tomorrow. So, with all that said, what you guys thought was the best event for the month of March? There was a lot of events, I will admit. There was a lot of events that happened that month. What is the Powerful Potential event? I know that Shiny's in the game, but I think that was it. And then you obviously got the Kubfu. But yeah. That's pretty much it in terms of all the excitement. I see Sinistee was back. So yeah, it's alright. But if I had to pick one, to be honest, if I had to pick one, it'd be this. Deep Depths. It would be this right here. That to me was the best event throughout the month of March. They got a new Pokemon in Nickit and Threebo, which I didn't evolve one yet. Festival of Colors. Okay, we can look at that in a second. Clauncher was out more. But the funny thing is, if I can click on this, I was getting so many of these Sneasel shinies. I can understand why your team leader dislikes Sneasel now. I can understand why he dislikes this Pokemon. Let me see, what are the shinies I got during that event? Let me see. Let me give myself a reminder. So let me find it first off. Okay, let's see. So I did get the Clauncher, 2 shiny Claunchers. I evolved one of them. Yep, I got a shiny Klempo. And I got shiny Pokemon that wasn't even a part of the event. 2 shiny Eevees, the Oricorio, and those 3 happened the same day. That was Toad Community Day too. Like literally, one Toad Community Day ended. I got those 3 shinies amongst others. It was crazy. 4 shiny Sneasels, and that's it. That was it pretty much. So yeah, but I was hoping to get a Fritters just for kicks and giggles, but that didn't happen. So yeah. And then let me see what else we got. The 7K eggs. I did not get a shiny from the 7K egg, unfortunately. I was going for the Galarian Corsola, obviously, and the Clauncher. But at last, I did not get a shiny from the 7K eggs. But to me, this was the best event of the month of March. Now, you said the Festival of Colors, which is funny. Oh yeah, you know what? We did get the shiny brushes. I did not get this shiny. I did not get this shiny. Now, and also shiny Smeargle came back, yeah. I didn't get another one of those either, so it was like whatever. So, real talk, I want to say, I didn't get a lot of shinies during this event. Looking back at it, I did not get a lot of shinies during that event. Let me see. Let me go back to the dates. So the Festival of Colors was on the 13th. So it was after Furikoko Community Day. It was on the 13th for the 17th. So strangely enough, during that time span, I got a shiny Drowsy, which was not a part of the event, by the way. Oh yeah, it was. It was part of the event. My bad. So I got a shiny Drowsy. So that's one thing. I got a shiny Raikou. A shiny Alolan Grimer, which I think I hatched that. I think, yeah, I did hatch. No, that was doing a time research. Never mind. I called that doing a time research. And I did get the shiny India form Pikachu for the year. I did get that shiny. I was tripping out when I got that shiny. And it was the Archon Fiasco, so I got a few of those shinies, and then that's it. See, I didn't get a lot of shinies from that event. Although the Pikachu thing, it wasn't really a part of that event. It was a part of his own event that was going on in India only. Yeah. So yeah, the regional bonus joint. So I got this shiny right here, which is crazy. So that's what's up. That's what's up. I did get that shiny right there. You didn't get the shiny brushes either, but you got your first Smeargle shiny. Oh, nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad event. I would probably, it would be a toss-up in terms of that being second place. Actually, I'll probably say that is second place because there was like nothing here. With the exception of the Nimble. I still don't have a shiny Nimble. That was worth getting here. And obviously the Sizzipede, which is also another new Pokemon. Sizzipede in this evolution. So, there's that. Which is a Center Scorch. So, in terms of second place for me, it's between Bug Out and the Festival of Colors. I had to say the Festival of Colors because of Smeargle. So, that would be second place for me. And then Bug Out would be in third place. Alright, let's switch it up. Bounce back over here. So, with all that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that would be March's worst event. So, with that said, we're gonna bounce back over here to give everybody a refresher on what you thought was the worst event for the month of March. And I got one in mind. I got one in mind. I got one in mind, but you know, I ain't gonna say what it is yet. I got one in mind. There's a close second, but I do got one in mind though. And if Dark Tyler was here, I would know which one he's gonna say. Because he's a hater. I already know which one he's gonna say if he was here. But yeah, I'm gonna hear from you guys. What you thought was the worst event that happened in the month of March? That's my question for you guys. Cast Mastery Archon. Yeah, that's a good contender. That is a good contender. So for me, the Fuzzy Buddy Recess Day. That one was the worst one to me. Obviously, the only highlight here was Shiny Pancham. Even though I already got that family completed, but I did get more. But I'm not gonna say how much more, but I did get more though. But, and the fact that this took place during City Safari weekend. Even though I wasn't there, I didn't take part in the City Safari weekend, but I know how annoying that is when you're out for a City Safari event, but it got cut off in the middle of it because of some event, whether it's Community Day, which was the case for me in Mexico City, or in this case, the Fuzzy Buddy Recess Day event. So that's a bit annoying. So to me, this takes the cake in terms of number one. Number two, I'm leaning toward Mega Absol. The only thing that saved it though, to a degree, was double the Stardust, but only if you have the event ticket. So, which is $5. So there's that. But looking at Catch Mastery, which was actually, by the way, was going on during the second half of Dynamax Raikou. So yeah, I guess you know what? That would be a second place. That would be a good second place for me. Because that was going on during another event that was going on. So there was that. I mean, there was a lot of opportunities to get Shiny Archon, but it was like, why are we having this the same time as Dynamax Raikou? Like, that's annoying to me. That right there is annoying. All right, so let's switch it up and bounce back over here as I'm reconnecting again. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. And oh, you know what? We gotta bounce back over here actually. I went to the wrong spot, my bad. April's events. So just to give everybody a refresher, here's what April is looking like right now. So starting on this Thursday, it would be the Stunning Styles event. Hey JVB, what's up? Thanks for the live stream. Welcome. You only went out for Mega Absol because Drew gifted you the ticket and for the starters, and you wanted to do Dynamax Raikou, which was on a different weekend. So I don't know what the Dynamax Raikou had anything to do with that, but okay. But anywho, Stunning Styles. So that would be on April the 3rd at 10 a.m. Where's the thing at? To April the 7th at 8 p.m. local time. So yeah, it's Thursday and Monday. Padawan Tauros forms will be in the game. So we're gonna get the Ghetto Tauros. So the regular one, I need to find somebody from this region. Yo, I need somebody from this region to hit me up. And I need to clear my friends list. I only got room for one spot on my friends list, which is crazy. I need to clear up my friends list, see like, yo, who does it remove? So I can add some folks from here. Obviously the Eastern Hemisphere, you know, we talking like folks in Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. They're gonna hook me up with this. And of course, Western Hemisphere, that's us, so I can easily get that. You wanted to do Dynamax Raikou, but Archon made less popular. Oh, okay, Archon, okay. But he said Mega Absol. That's why I'm like, what? Marsh Shadow, if y'all don't have that, then you would get that. Otherwise, you're gonna get Marsh Shadow Candy. All these would be out and about. I could care less. I got all these shinies. These would be in 3-star raids. I got these shiny already. Now this Esper and the Rockruff. I think I need one more Esper. Let me double check. I think I need one more Esper. E-S-P-U. Yeah. Actually, no, I need two more. I need two more shiny Espers. So I need two more shiny Espers. I need that Rockruff, the Dust Form. Pokemon Go have become a multiplayer game with these fire rays and researchers. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know about the researchers, but with the raids and the max battles, yeah. It's basically multiplayer. You send both of them as man. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So there's this event right here. And then we got the Mega Audino Raid Day event, which will be in the middle of this. That is on a Saturday. So that would be this coming Saturday, to be exact. So I'm probably going to be at the Community Ambassador meetup for that one. The very next day, oh, this is going to be big for me. Tyrogue Hatch Day. I need a shiny Tyrogue. I don't have a shiny Tyrogue. And I think if I did have one, I evolved it. I don't remember. But I need a shiny Tyrogue. So that's going to be big for me. That'll be April the 6th, Sunday, next week, to be exact. Spring is the spring. I already talked about this one. Glosslet Flood is making his Pokemon Go debut. And so is Eldegoss, which is like, I'm the best Eldegoss player in the world when it comes to Pokemon Unite, by the way. But in terms of around the corners, Glosslet Flood is will be out and about. Lapras will be key for PvP, especially since it's now part of Mega again with that Psyrave. It's like I forgot. I think I need a female. No, I need a male shiny Litleo, which is crazy. Cause I got some already, but they're all female though. They're all female. Female. I need a male. I need a male shiny Litleo. It is ridiculous that I don't have that. So I will be trying the hardest to get that. Let me check that Growlithe. Let me check the Growlithe. I think I got that already. Let me see. Grow. Yeah, I do. I see two already. Okay. I see more than two. So I got that already. So I'm not really concerned about that. And then over here, I think I need another shiny Cherubi. Let me double check that. Wait, what is that right there? Oh, okay. That's a Scrap. That's not shiny. Let me see. Cherubi. C-H-E-R. Yeah, I need two shiny Cherubis. I need at least two shiny Cherubis. And then looking at the eggs, so the 2K eggs, we'll be looking like this. I'm straight with that. I think I got shiny Mentite. Let me double check that Mentite. M-A-N-T-Y-K-E. Oh, I thought I had that shiny, but apparently I don't. So yeah, I would be trying for that then. I would be trying to get the shiny Mentite. Okay. 5K eggs are bland. Okay, so there's that. And then we got the Sparring Partners Raid Day event. We don't know anything about that at this moment in time. And then we got the Gigantamax Snorlax Max Battle event. That would be on the 19th, which, if I remember says it correctly, is a Saturday. That's a Saturday. And the Sparring Partners Raid Day event, that's also a Sunday. So I'll probably be with a community ambassador for both of these, actually. Definitely that Snorlax. We're going to get sweet deliveries from the 24th at 10 a.m. to the 29th at 8 p.m. We don't know anything about that. Dynamax Entei Max Battle Weekend will be on the 23rd. I'm assuming that's the 23rd. Wait. I'm assuming that's the 20... Wait, what? April 23rd? That's a Wednesday. That can't be right. How they gonna call that a weekend, but the 23rd is a Wednesday? That makes no sense. I need to look that up. Hold on. Bear with me, chat. Let me look at that real quick. Let me find. Actually, you know what? We were never given that. Oh, wait. Here it is. Let me see. Yeah, they said April 23rd. I'm like, that's not accurate. Okay. I'm about to say. Okay. Okay, so I know the dates. I can't say what they are yet, but I do know the dates. I know, you know, right now, you guys gonna have to wait a pretty long time to get info on that. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But these dates, that date right there, April the 23rd, that is not correct. I can tell you that much right now. That is not correct. And then, of course, April Community Day, it will be Vanillite, which is an interesting one. I do need one more shiny Vanillite. So, yeah, this is going to be good as well. Okay. I'll be honest. The one that I'm looking forward to the most it's Gigantamax Snorlax. Like, I already got a squad ready to go for that one. Like, let me show you. Hold up. Dynamax and Gigantamax. So in this case, let's switch it up and bounce over here real quick. All I'm gonna do is bring this in as my attacker. So he already got Max Knuckle ready to go, maxed out. Let's look up Snorlax real quick. And then in terms of, I'm also gonna bring in a healer, which would be Blissey. Why does it say Vanilla Community is 12 to 5? Oh yeah, I don't think that's correct either. Yeah, that's not accurate either. Yeah, it should be 2 to 5, so that's a typo. So it's 2 to 5. Yeah, so that's a typo. Yeah, so it should be 2 to 5. So ignore that 1 in front of the 2. Oh yeah, y'all can see. I didn't switch over. But yeah. I had to look at it myself. But yeah. But anywho, let's see. I'm gonna make this my healer. I may make it a tank as well. I don't know yet. I need a refresher what all Snorlax can do. So looking at flexing. Actually, let's flex a little bit more than that. Where are you? There you are. So this one knows superpower. So Blissey as a tanker would be bad. Let's see. Let's go with the Elite Choice EM. Heavy Slam, Hyper Beam, Earthquake, Outrage, Skull Bash, and Body Slam. So the moves to be wary about would be Earthquake, Hyper Beam, Superpower, and Outrage. Maybe Heavy Slam, but Skull Bash and Body Slam should be okay. But obviously you not want to bring in Blissey as a tank. Real talk though. No, because Metagross won't work because it can know Earthquake, which is super effective against this. And I think fighting moves are super effective against this as well, despite it being also a psychic type. So that's a mega no-no. This is a mega no-no because of the fighting move and the ground move. That's also a mega no-no. Blastoise as a tank. We may have to rely on Blastoise. Yep, Blastoise may be the way to go as a tank. I mean, I got this one. So that may be the play. That may be the play right there. But in terms of like how to start though, that's gonna be another issue in terms of how to start the battle. I may have to start the battle in Rillaboom as a tank. Let me see. I don't think I have a. Yeah, I don't have a Rillaboom. Yeah, I do not have a Rillaboom. I do not have a. I don't think I have a Rillaboom. Period. I don't think I have a Rillaboom. Period. But that's a possibility. I just gotta do this again. That's a possibility. Let me switch up over here real quick. Wooloo is a normal type, so yeah, if it has superpower, that's not gonna fly. And then of course the squirrel is a normal type, so that's not gonna fly either. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Well, here's another interesting scenario. Let's look up. Where's the Gengar? Where's my Gengar? Here it is. And Snorlax is a normal type, right? Yeah, you can't use Lapras. Here's an interesting situation. What if, right? Hear me out. When we start the battle, I'm gonna lead off with my highest CP Gengar. No, that's not gonna work. No. Because of that poison typing. Poison is weak to ground. If Snorlax you use Earthquake, it's a wrap. That's a one shot. So that's not gonna work either. The only way this will work if you know Snorlax is not using Earthquake. If Snorlax does not use Earthquake, you can get away with this. Teach it Focus Blast, and then you'll be good. You'll be good. In terms of using Gengar as an attacker and withstanding some of those attacks. Like, for example, Superpower against Gengar, he can eat those. Especially if Gengar is like, the CP is powered up, that is. So, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough to use, what to use as a tank. So, it's going to be very, very interesting regarding what to use as a tank against that. So yeah, lead with Blastoise to scout the move. Yeah, so probably gonna be Blastoise. Let's see what Blastoise have. What moves does Blastoise have again? Let's see. But none of these are gonna be super effective. But I actually want to look at the charge move actually. I mean the fight that fast move. So obviously Water Gun would be the play here. So lead off with Blastoise. Kingler could be a tank also. Okay, let's look at Kingler. I do have a Kingler. Let's see. Mud Shot, Metal Claw. No, don't do that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea. So I'll probably go roll with Blastoise. I already got a Blastoise powered up. And then I can bring in a Machamp and a Blissey. So the Blissey would be the healer. And let me see the charge moves for the Blissey real quick. I mean, not the charge move, the quick attack moves. Which would be this right here. Snorlax is a normal type. Then Headbutt would be a known. But yeah, the main purpose of this would be to heal. That would be the only reason why I bring that in, to heal. And then I would have to rely on the Machamp to knock it down. But luckily, it will be like 25 to 40 people in here. So there shouldn't be that much of a concern about it. So there's that. All right. One more thing that we want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and that would be this right here. Floaroma Town, new members. We got some new members that are now in Floaroma Town. So let me grab the Discord so I can, share with you guys who's all in the team. There's gonna be some names that y'all gonna be familiar with. So let me see. Bear with me. Where's the I think we want this. Yeah, this will work just now. This will work just fine. So right off the bat, let's start from we can start right here. So one name that you all should be familiar with, Awesome Adam. Yes, Awesome Adam is now a part of Floaroma Town. Yep, he joined the squad. He is now a part of Floaroma Town. So yeah, we got Awesome Adam. We got Jotorius. We got Inky Jinx. We got I Have Brewster. We got Lonnie. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rachel from Jesse and Rachel is also a part of Floaroma Town. So yes, that's some pretty exciting stuff right there, if I do say so myself. So we got Rachel of Jesse and Rachel. She's now part of Floaroma Town. We also got Sky, Elora, the Eevee collector, Safogly, there we go. Cosmic Quartz, Leah Lux, y'all may be familiar with her. Side, I actually met her at TwitchCon last year. Ty, Glaxon 13, so yeah, y'all should be familiar with him. So yeah, we got him. B Luxy, Viper, and Peachy Pink Katie. So yeah, those are all the individuals that we got to join Floaroma Town. So my question for you guys is, what are your thoughts about the new members? I'm really excited that we got these members in here, especially for Glaxon, Evie. I'm not Evie, but Rachel and Awesome Adam. So yeah. So since obviously I'm also excited for Side as well, since I actually met her at TwitchCon. So pretty exciting stuff, if I do say so myself. Pretty exciting stuff, if I do say so myself. All right. So I'm looking for big things for all of them. So yeah, again, welcome our new members to Floaroma Town. Pretty exciting stuff, if I do say so myself. All right, let's switch it up and bounce over here now. So that will do it for this month's edition of the Tru Inferno show. And the next edition of the Tru Inferno show will be happening on April the 22nd. I will try to get a guest on there. It more than likely will be a guest that was already on the Tru Inferno show in the past, but I'm gonna try to bring one on the Tru Inferno show. Actually, no, I may bring in a new guest. I do have somebody in mind now, but we'll see what happens. If not, then I would bring in a new guest in the Tru Inferno show. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. So yeah, there you go with that. So yeah, shout out to everybody for showing up for this month's edition of the Tru Inferno show. A lot of stuff that we covered, but we got through it all. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. And I'm gonna warn you guys, hey Cooper, welcome to the live stream. Wait a minute, Cooper, what are you doing here? Wait a minute, what happened? Yeah, wait a minute, what happened? Cooper, there's something you're not telling me? Cooper, I don't see your name listed over here on this on the proper website. What's going on, Cooper? What is going on here? Let me see. Did something happen? Yeah, what happened? What is going on here? Oh, okay. So that's what happened. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Cooper, you should be live right now. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, what? And then I look at your channel and I see what happened. Okay. I understand what you're asking me. I was asking you why you ain't live on Twitch right now, but I see right now. Okay. You need a hunter down, break every last Okay. So that's what happened. Okay. So that's what happened. Okay. Cause I was like, wait a minute, Cooper's here? Like, what the heck? But we got the answer to that question. All right, so there you go with that. So I'm gonna have 2 videos up for you guys for tomorrow. So you do not want to miss those videos right here on my YouTube channel right here. I have 2 videos. And yeah, one of them is the Fuzzy Buddy Recess Day event. The other one is something crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. It is something crazy. So yeah, you do not want to miss tomorrow's 2 videos. So yeah, there you go with that. All right, so that will do it for this month's edition of the Tru Inferno show. Again, just a reminder, the next episode will be on April the 27th. I actually have 3 guests in mind. I'm gonna try to pull one of these 3. So hopefully I can pull at least one of these 3, and then we can go from there. And again, Squid, if you did not get a Worlds ticket or email saying you got a ticket or whatever the case may be, at any rate, DM me. Let me know about King Leo, whether he got one or not. And then I can tell you what to do and when to do it. Because I won't be able to do it because I'll be doing that for other people. So, but I figure you should be able to do it since you're a part of the Pokemon Go community more so than everybody else. So you should be fine. Okay, cool. All right, so that's gonna do it for this month's edition of the Tru Inferno show. I will be live on the Purple website tomorrow. Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on tomorrow. 2 videos and a live stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow, but it's 2 videos and a live stream tomorrow. I may do Briefcase Simulator tomorrow. I don't know yet. So I will let you guys know what my schedule will be for the week. So there you go with that. And I'm gonna call it right now. So with all that said, y'all know what this is. This is your boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.